A very good morning, class. Class, we are doing the second chapter of our geography, which is the physical features of India, in which we are going to discuss about the northern plains, the way we discussed about the Himalayan mountains. Now, similarly, today we are going to discuss about the northern plains. So let's begin with the session. So class, basically the northern plains have been formed by the interplay of the three major rivers. So now this line means it is because of the three major rivers, which is your Indus, Ganga and the Brahmaputra, and along with their tributaries northern plain is formed. So the most important role in the formation of northern plain is done by the rivers like Indus, then Ganga, Brahmaputra and their tributaries. So tributaries are the small rivers that join the big rivers. Okay, so because of these northern plains are being formed. Okay, next point, the plain is formed of alluvial soil. So we got to know which type of soil is here, that is alluvial soil, and the deposition of alluvium in a vast basin lying at the foothills of the Himalayas over millions of years form this fertile plain. So class, now talking about the deposition, so now you can see that on the foothills of the Himalayas over the millions of years, this type of soil is being deposited over Himalayas, and because of this the northern plains are very fertile, because the rivers drain down the alluvium soil and they deposit here, so it becomes very fertile and it is very ideal for the agriculture purpose because it is very fertile, and we know that in fertile area only the crops grow. Okay, and because of the presence of alluvial soil, it is best for the growth of crops. Now talking about the distance, or you can talk about the area, it spreads over an area of 7 lakh square kilometers. So talking about the distance, so you can see that how much it is spread. So you can see that it covers the area of 7 lakh square kilometers. So you can see that northern plains are such a vast, they cover such a huge area, and the plain being about 2400 kilometer long. So talking about the distance, they are 2400 kilometer long and 240 to 320 kilometer broad. So you can see that they cover a huge area, they cover a huge distance, and talking about their broadness, they are really broad and they are very populated, like they are densely populated. If you talk densely, matlab bahut zyada ghana, so they are densely populated because of its physiographic division, in the sense that they have a proper water, they have a proper agriculture facilities available because of the rivers, and we know that where there are rivers, agriculture takes place, and where agriculture takes place, that area becomes a densely populated. Okay, now it is with a rich soil cover combined with water, adequate supply, favorable climate, agriculture is possible, and it is a productive part of India. So northern plains plays a major role because they produce something, and it is because of the favorable climate, water, adequate water, soil fertility, we are able to produce crops. Now talking about the rivers coming from northern mountains are involved in the depositional work. So talking about the rivers that is coming from the northern mountains, okay, they are involved in the deposition. It is just because of, again the rivers plays a vital role. So it is because of the rivers that is coming from the northern part, and because of these rivers, they are flowing in this way, they deposit, and again deposit, so it helps a vital role in the lower course, and due to gentle slope, in the sense not too much slope, the velocity of the river decreases. So when we know the river is flowing, this is a slope, so the speed of the river slow down, and just because of the slow down of this river, the speed, the velocity of the river decreases, which result in the formation of riverine island. So riverine islands is something which is related to river, and because of the slow velocity of the river and because of the presence of the slope, the velocity of the river decreases, and hence the result is the formation of a river like island, which we call riverine lands. Now the rivers in the lower course spread into numerous channels due to the deposition of slate. So class, if this is a river, if this is your river, so it's spread into numerous channels. So you can say that they are going here, they are going there, and it is because of the deposition of slate. You can say stones, you can say sand. So you have deposition, and these channels are known as distributaries. So distributaries, we can get distributing in one direction, another direction, because they are having deposition of silt. Now talking about the northern plains, so the northern plains is broadly divided into three sections. So we divided northern plains into three sections, which is the western part of the northern plain, and it is first part. We are just dividing the northern plains into three sections, and the western part of the northern plain is referred to as the Punjab plains. So in the directions where we are dividing it, and the western part, now we have different directions, so the western part of the northern plain is referred to as Punjab plains. Now this is formed by the Indus and its tributaries. So the Punjab plain is formed by the Indus and its tributaries. So you can see that how rivers are playing such a vital role. So you can say that rivers are playing a very vital role. They are forming, and because of the rivers only the northern plains are being formed. Whether you can see the division also, so it is just because of the rivers and their tributaries, the northern plain is being formed, and the large part of this plain lies in the Pakistan. So class, when we know that India and Pakistan were united, they were once a country together, so that part used to lie here, but after the partition, we can say this type of plain parts lies in the Pakistan, and the Indus and its tributaries like the Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Beas and the Satluj, they originate in the Himalayas. So we got to know the origination of these tributaries of Indus, and that is the Himalayas. Now this section of the plain is dominated by the Doabs. Now you are going to think what is this term means. So we are going to discuss about Doabs. Now Doabs is made up of two words. Do means two and Ab means water. So means water that is being largely dominated. Similarly, if we discuss about Punjab is also made up of two words. Panj means five and Ab means water. So we call Punjab as a state of 5 rivers. So similarly, Doha means rivers, means what, 2 rivers. So we are here you can see that water, rivers again is being dominated here, whether you talk about the term Punjab or whether you talk about the term Doab. Now next is about the third one, that is the Ganga plain extended between Ghaggar and Testa rivers. So Ghaggar is again the name of a river and Testa is again the name of the river, and these rivers are spread over the states of your North India, which include your Haryana, Delhi, UP, Bihar, partly Jharkhand and West Bengal to its east. So now the area of these rivers is spread over the states of North India and also to the east, particularly in the Assam lies the Brahmaputra plain. So we all know that in Assam the Brahmaputra plain lies, Now the northern plains are generally described as flat land. In the image we can see the image of northern plains, and we can see that there is no hills, there is no rugged mountains, it is just a flat land with no variation in its relief. So you can see that it is totally flat, there is no slope difference, there is no height difference, it is totally flat. And it is not true, okay, this is not true as they says, because these plains are also diverse in features. Now certain plains you can say they have a different type of heights, their topography is different, so they also be very diverse and according to the variation in relief features. Okay, so they have a different type of diversity, there has a different type of heights, altitude, so they are also very different, they are very diverse. The northern plains can, now furthermore we can divide the northern plains into 4 regions. Okay, first we have divided northern plains into 3 sections, now we are going to divide northern plains into 4 regions. And now they are here. The rivers after descending from the mountains deposit pebbles in narrow bed. Now see, if the river is coming down from the mountain, let me see, okay, so they carry lots of pebbles and they deposit in a narrow bed, बहुत narrow way में वो deposit करेंगी, and it's like not that it's very about 8 to 16 kilometer in width, lying parallel to the slopes of the Shivalik. So if this is the Shivalik, it is coming narrowed down, coming from like this, and the width would be about 8 to 16 kilometer, and it is totally parallel to the Shivaliks. Okay, and it is known as Bhabar. So this is Shivalik, and the rivers coming down from the mountains having huge deposits of pebbles forms a narrow belt of about 8 to 16 kilometers, and it is parallel to the slopes of Shivalik. Now this is known as Bhabar. Okay, and all the streams disappear in the Bhabar belt. So streams are the small rivers, and just because of this proper formation, the streams get mixed up and they get disappeared. Okay, now the streams and rivers re-emerge and create a wet and swampy and marshy region known as Terry. So class, when the streams get mixed, they also carry some mud with them, they carry pebbles with them, and they create a very wet, swampy and marshy means कीचड़ something region, which is called as Terry. Okay, so Terry is a place, or you can say a region, which is formed by the rivers and which is wet, swampy and marshy. Now you can say that the thick forest, wildlife, all has been formed here. So it is just like a you can say about the forest region. Okay, because in the marshy area we have different types of plants, we can find crocodiles, so it is thickly forest region full of wildlife. Now the forest has been cleared to create agriculture land and to settle migrants from Pakistan after partition. So class, generally what happened, that after partition the country got divided and the entire forest that was there, and it got cleared so that people can settle here, they can form a city, and this all happened after the partition. Okay, now the next one is the largest part of the northern plain is formed in the older alluvium. Now the most biggest part of the northern plain is formed in the older alluvium. So that is a place where you can say the largest part of the northern plain which is formed, and it lies above the floodplains of the river. So class, if this is the river, okay, if I am saying a river, so above it you can say it is there. Okay, so this is the largest part of the northern plain, and it is formed in the older alluvium, and it lies above the floodplains of the river. So this is the river, and if this is the floodplain, so it is lying above. Okay, and this feature, and it looks just like a terrace looks just like totally flat, so you can see that it just look like a flat, and this feature is known as Bhangar. So this feature, that is terrace like a flat, lies above the floodplains. Okay, we call it as Bhangar. Okay, and it is the older alluvium. Okay, now talking about the soil in this region contains calcareous deposits, so it means calcium carbonate deposits. We know that the water river carries so much stuff with it, so because of the water you can say it has a huge calcareous deposit, and it is locally known as Kankar. So class, we talked about the names also, regional names, and different ways of the names which we pronounce. So this region is locally known as Kankar, and this is the new and younger deposit. New and younger deposit means अभी formation हुआ है, भांगड़ हमारे पहले से form थे of the flood plains, and they are properly called as Khadar. Khadar are the new and younger deposit of the flood plains, and if we talk about Bhangar, they are old, and Khadar are the new, and they get renew, मतलब उनका हर साल renewal होता है, because they are so fertile and it is good for intensive farming. So again, if we talk about the farming, they are really good for the intensive farming. So it is just because of the rivers we are able to farm. It is, you can see the entire northern plain is formed because of the rivers, and it is also divided into various sections and various regions, and every region is important, and thus region is formed because of the rivers only, and the rivers and its tributaries plays a major role in the formation of the northern plain. So please make sure you read the topic northern plain from chapter number 2 of your NCERT book. Thank you.